What up, y'all? Just finished eating lunch and editing my video and all that stuff like that. Gonna start working today. Basically, today I'm just gonna work as much as possible. Yeah, and just do that. So that's basically it today. Today will be a very light day in terms of the video. Yeah, I'll have my workout later today. And yeah, that's about it. A note about my observations of my videos as of late. I've noticed that in terms of the way that I talk, I've gotten a lot better of getting my concepts through without saying filler words as much. So that's been a nice thing. I still say them, but I feel that the amount of times I use them in a video has reduced a lot because it's either there's less cuts or you can definitely hear less ums and breaks in my talk. So that's been a nice thing to see in terms of my development. Yeah, this is midway through, or this is the beginning of the 4th week, basically, of doing this vlog. So that's really dope. Well, I guess yesterday was the first day, but yeah, almost a month. So we'll see the progress at the end of the month in terms of everything. So really excited. Cool. All right, gonna start my day. Peace. What up, y'all? So I just finished listening to a video on Stoic Wisdom for mental health, for mental toughness, and it's a video that one of my friends had sent me the other day, and so I gave it a listen, and it was very interesting. Two of the main concepts that they talked about, I'll put a link of the video in the description below, but two of the main concepts that they kind of talked about was basically how laziness is unnatural for humans in our nature. It's an unnatural human trait. So fighting that laziness is more natural, you know. So that was a very interesting concept because, I mean, it's very true. I mean, one of the toughest things that we go through in our daily lives as people is fighting laziness and fighting that sort of boredom, I guess. And especially now with the quarantine going on, fighting laziness is one of the toughest things, because if you're someone who works from home, for example, now you have a lot of freedom in terms of what you can do in your workplace. So that's very interesting. So trying to fight that laziness. And then if you're someone who's like me, who works a little bit with a more free schedule, and even without the quarantine, fighting laziness is a very tough thing, because it's a lot harder to stay disciplined with your schedule when you're the person that sets your own hours. So trying to be less lazy and more proactive is a very interesting point that they make there. But one of the other points that they made was to be content, right, and not be greedy. And when I first heard that, it kind of struck my head a little bit, because I'm like, oh, it's a little contradictory. If I'm not supposed to be lazy, but I'm supposed to be content, right, then how can I keep moving forward, right? If I'm always content, then how am I pushing myself, right? So I thought that those were two very contradicting concepts within the video. However, listening longer into the video, I learned that what they mean more about being content is more about being content in terms of material needs and societal needs. So we're not supposed to be lazy within ourselves, right? We're supposed to be pushing ourselves to be one with our human nature, right? So we need to fight that laziness. However, we need to be content with our own with our own needs and not be greedy in terms of what society expects us from. So we can't be so we need to be content when it comes to those types of material things and societal things, because when those pressures come along, then in a sense we're being lazy to ourselves, right? So that's a very interesting concept, because even though you're working hard for what other people think is right, are you working hard for what you think is right? So that's very interesting concept. However, everyone's needs, well, I guess basic needs are the same for everybody, right? Basic needs are the same for everybody. However, people's goals, right, in terms of what they strive for, are different. So that's where the line gets kind of gray, because when, let's say your life goals are to have a nice house or a nice car or something like that, or have a lot of money for whatever reason it is, right? Let's say that that's your goal, right? So how can we be content with ourselves while also not being greedy about that? So that's a very grayish area, and I think the big defining line is to make sure that these goals are for you and not because of what other people expect of you, right? So as long as those goals are your own goals, because that's how you find your own happiness, then by all means go for it, right? According to this video. However, if your means to have all of these material possessions are because other people expect it from you, then maybe you need to do a little bit more self-digging into what really makes you happy. So it's a very interesting concept video on Stoicism and things of that sort. So two of the main giveaways, just as a review of what I just talked about, is to combat your laziness and be more proactive, and then to be more content and less greedy. So although those sound very contradictory, when you look at them from different sorts of aspects, they actually go hand in hand. So that's cool. All right, just gonna keep driving, see what happens. Peace. All right, what up, y'all? All right, just finished day 24 of my workout. All right, so it's day 24. Today I did back and abs, so this one would be the same as, what is that? V10. It will be the same as the V10 workout, I believe. So I'll put a link in the description below so you can check out the workout. The only difference was the ab circuit at the end this time. So for the ab circuit at the end, I did 1 minute jackknife sit-ups with a 30-second rest, and then I did 30-second star side planks, 30-second rest, and then I did the other side of a star side plank for 30 seconds, 30-second rest, and then I finished it off with 1 minute of crossbody mountain climbers. So that was it. And then the same was the same as the workout from V10, basically. Just the ab circuit at the end was different. So, all right, let's do a body check over here. Angle 1. Cool. All right, this angle 1, body check. My flexibility has definitely gone up for sure, which is really dope. I'm really happy about that. Like when I was doing my toe touches, like when you're like on the ground reaching for your toes, I was able to wrap like half of like this, like my fingers basically around like my foot. So that was really dope. So before, at the beginning of this month, I was only like barely able to touch my toes. So my flexibility has definitely gone up. It's really nice. Even when I do my butterfly stretch, like I can almost reach my head to my feet. So that's really dope. Whereas before, I could barely like even just like hold this position in a butterfly. So yeah. In addition to that, I feel like I have a better control of my body now, which is nice. So when I do my workouts, even if they're easier, I can feel if they're interacting with the proper muscles. So then I can adjust myself to make sure that I hit the proper muscles with these workouts. So I have a better control and sense of feeling of my body, which is nice. That's something I definitely didn't have at the beginning of the month. At the beginning of the month, I was like just struggling to even just do the exercises. But now that it's easier to do the exercises, I can get a better sense of like how I can do them more effectively. So that's really dope. For example, with the toe touches, I think in V10, you can see that like my legs aren't straight at all, but now my legs, they're still not fully straight, but they're almost there. And I can touch my toes, like actually in a parallel position. So that's really dope. So yeah, having a lot better control of my body, which is nice. Plus, I can definitely see that I'm slimming down because when I look at my face, I looked at my face earlier today after I like washed it, and like it's a lot thinner than it used to be. So yeah. Next step after this would be fixing my diet once I get, you know, into better shape. I mean, I would love to fix my diet now, but it's tough with things the way that they are. So I'm kind of budgeting how I buy my groceries. So it's really limited on protein. So, but once I can get the protein in my diet again, like good protein in my diet for my macros, I think I can start seeing more muscle mass develop. But right now I think I'm taking a huge cut because I'm not taking in enough protein. So yeah. Cool. All right. So this is angle 1. Dope. All right, we'll take you to angle 2. All right. Cool. Angle 2. Feeling good. Nice. I also noticed that like I feel lighter around like in the way that I walk. I don't feel as heavy when I walk, which is nice. I feel like I have better control of my core. So now I have like less of like, I feel like there's a lot less weight on my hips, which is like really nice. So yeah, making some progress. All right, last angle, and then I'm gonna eat a little snack. All right, angle 3. There you go. Nice. Definitely feel a lot thinner. Like I actually feel a lot thinner, which is nice. Yesterday, for some reason yesterday I didn't really feel as thin, but today I feel like a significantly huge amount thinner, which is like really nice. It's a really nice feeling. Like I honestly feel a lot less weight in my hips. So when I move, it doesn't feel as stressful. So it's really nice. All right, now we just gotta shape this body more. But we still got 2 more months of the workout regimen that I'm on. So this is only the first month. We're not even done with the first month yet. So I still have 2 more months of this. So we'll see the results at the end. All right, a little decompression video here, real quick. Yeah, so today was a decent day. Let's see. Today was a decent day. Not the worst day, but not the best day. I mean, work's been really light, which has been tough. But I got a lot more work today, which is really nice compared to the last few days. So that's like really dope. Let's see. Other than that, I mean, yeah, today was like I said, a decent day. Not the best day, but not the worst day. Spent a lot more time again watching anime today. I'm really stuck up on this one anime. I'm just like, man, I can't get my eyes off of it. It's tough. I have a very, say, addictive personality, and I've known that since I was a kid. Like, for example, when I was like 7 years old, I knew that I was like addicted to chocolate and addicted to like sweets. So I stopped, like, I tell people I don't eat sweets, but it's not because I don't like them. It's because I know that once I start, I can't stop. So It's like the tough thing. And like the hardest one for me to still get over is ice cream. It's like the biggest one right now. Most other sweets I've like been able to stop myself. Like I don't go out and buy it or anything like that. Even ice cream I don't buy that much, but man, ice cream's a tough one. This is kind of probably a weird post-workout snack, but whatever. Fuck it. Yeah. Yeah. Tomorrow, it's gonna be the end of the month, so I'm just gonna work hard tomorrow and then start the next month really fresh. So just try and do as much as we can the next month to make it better. So I know times are tough right now, but just gotta keep my head up. I love oranges, man. Oranges are my favorite, like, of anything in general. Like, I love oranges, I love orange juice, I love clementines, like, tangerines, man. I love all, like, oranges. And even, like, going into, like, some, like, small, like, citrusy melons, like, grapefruit, dude, like, grapefruit and pomelos, I fucking love that shit. Limes, like, I love citrusy citrusy things, I guess. Love limes. Even lemons, I've been starting to get like a better taste too. Yeah, man. When I was a kid, my parents would buy a 4-pack of orange juice just for me. Like, just for me. Because I would finish one 4-pack. Like, I finished one, I think it's a gallon? Yes, 1 gallon of orange juice in like 2 days, 1 or 2 days. It's ridiculous. So they would usually buy like 2 sets, one for me and one for them. But yeah, orange juice was my favorite. But I never drank milk. Probably why I'm so small. Milk is still something like to this day I do not enjoy drinking. I was like the type of kid who kind of enjoyed his cereal without milk. Kind of a weirdo. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but there's just something so refreshing about an orange. Maybe it's the explosion of juice in your mouth. Yeah, that sounded really dirty. I just love the explosion of juice in my mouth. Oh my god. And then I have the celery with peanut butter. So, weird post-workout. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna call it tonight. So that's about it. Yeah. Just gonna hunker in for a better day tomorrow. I don't have my workout tomorrow, which is nice. So yeah, tomorrow's my off day. So let's keep it going. All right, thank you guys for watching. Love you guys, and good night. Peace.